At first, we will start to talk about personal project at which I have worked about. As a starting point, I'm going to investigate the passion of interest at which I have, which could include games and uh, emotions, how games develop emotion for different games, and how lighting can affect the emotion of games, and how symbolism can give an atmospheric look towards the games. And what I mean by all of this would be the beginning of this sort of bond that we have towards this character, and at which we have examined and looked upon, and how we develop feelings for certain characters. I have wrote about passion and love in the beginning, and I wrote this for the mere reason because I expect this to help me improve into my further work by having more research done. And I think I have did quite an amazing job towards it. I started into Call of Duty. We have looked about quiz and we have looked about calling games and the game Grizz. I have chose this because it's something that's passionate about me, and since he has connection to games, it's something that I can use and be proud towards. Also, further on, we can see artist Conrad Rosset, which that is an artist which has worked upon the project of Grizz, and also the main designer, which it's quite something very rare to be able to see, as with the people around us, most of the games are not really developed by artists, but he is also an artist in his time. And I think that's what really helped give the game more of a feeling towards, into a different perspective. I have looked into photos of one of my classmates, which I can use to show examples of art of Conrad Roset's work, because most of his art will include the feminine body, and used brush and powder paint to slowly add the textures that he has included. I have loved this process because it was fun and it was also very practical to include in, and it's just something that it's different for me to have. After, I am proud of final outcomes of each of them, and the final one will be a video that I have did, which I inverted one of the overlay and then reversed it again. After that, I have talked towards I have started playing stop animation. I made a screenshot of each photo, which it hit my phone, and it made my phone really laggy, and my battery drained quite fast. I don't plan on continuing this, as this is a failed project because of the reason of this, how insufficient and not too much reliable it will be for my final project to create a pod. And how symbols in lighting, we can see how we have looked to find how another artist that has used a lot of low exposure lighting and large exposure lighting to talk about these ones. And it really fascinates me, like someone from such an old period of time has become such popular, not even worldwide, but also in his home country as well. And I have reacted to this by doing creation of black and white images that he has done as well. And then we can look at symbolism and what does it mean to me. I have also loved the amount of work that I put because of the grid and also the description of the research. And we have looked into the game called Stray. It's a game about a cat trying to escape some robotic apocalypse. And this has a really good use of symbolism and also lighting included as well. We can see in the screenshot I've mentioned before. And then after that, I did an artist research and tried to make an abstract image using the overlay that I had beforehand from the low exposure, and playing around with Photoshop and using a photo that I had previously used for Fanho. And after that, we can look at the different shots: medium shot, long shot, wide shot, extreme close-up shot, and how I analyzed different movies and different scripts and also mood board that has included in these. I love this process because this was something very interesting that I can look at, and it would be a different experience because I had the chance to look into the progress of each of these made, and I'm really proud. And for the next time, I also looked into multiple into a deeper meaning of movie boards and scripts and how does all of them make us feel emotion. And from that, I created a small video with a car, a green screen, and some images to recreate Mad Max. After that, I worked my final project. I did a script, and from there I created my mood board, and then I did multiple tutorials on how I did each of these. And then after that, I have developed this by working hard and hard into my final project, making the video of an 8 minutes long of a montage of different images and videos, but also me with different effects that I have included.